if you want to do the Big Five challenge, you just gotta go for it, you know, never back down. That's the first rule.
Back loop, vertical ramp, a lot of speed, so you can go as high as possible. Try to go really vertical.
Also, you need to choose the steepest part of the wave, go close to the foam, the white water, and just hit the back leg really strong.
Holding all the muscles tight and really compress your body is important, and then
look up as high as possible, and when you feel that you go to the highest point, look down and spot the landing, and always land with the nose first.
And you just kind of stay tucked up, keep the wind underneath the board, look over your shoulder like that, and you'll go around, and it's just very difficult to work out the place that you're going to land. And as you come down to land, you need to put your hand to the back of the boom and kind of push all the gear forward. So you stick the nose in, and then your weight will be back, and then when the sail pulls really hard, it'll pull you upright rather than catapulting you over the front. But it is a difficult move, the back loop, so you got to keep at it. Top tip for the back loop. As everyone knows, you go up like a straight jump, then at the apex, look over your shoulder and land around the other way. But I find one of the best ways to think about that is to put your body in the exact position of sailing downwind as you're coming down to land, and that's actually the landing position. So your front arm is straight and your back arm is sheeted in.
Back loop, probably not dissimilar to the floaty jump, is to actually, as you leave the water and go to the air, to have your hands sort of fairly close together, bring the sail right into your body.
Get a lot of weight on your sail, on your boom. Try to do some climmies on the boom, so you're really flying up with the wind, and with that you're flying with the wind, downwind with the wind, and that's the way to land the jump and don't have so much power in your hands when you land the move.
And then as you get to the top of the ramp and you're looking, top of the jump, and you're looking around, looking at where you want to land, is to get your hand right back down, back down to the clip of the boom. In fact, you know, on a really windy day, sometimes I've landed back loops with my hand past the clip and on the extension, just to be able to control the power.
Back loop. Yeah, straight arm, straight wave, go a little bit powered up so you can go a little bit higher. Go straight up, and as you know that you're on the top, you just look over your shoulder, left or right, depends where you are, and then, yeah, just try to lean into it and then somehow land it.
Back loop. My top tip for back loop is it's not really a back loop. Just think of it as a really high jump and then half a rotation on the way down. And I think if you split the move like that into sort of two parts, it really helps you to control it. Because you see so many people like they go up and they just sort of spin around, and okay, maybe they'll land one, but it's pretty much down to a bit of luck. Whereas if you get used to like launching a big jump, and then when you get to the top and you're kind of like just slowing down, reaching the apex, then you look over your shoulder and steer the board down. And I think that also works well because the back loop's one of the moves that's really different in every condition. And like that, it works. If you have that technique down, you can use it in nuking winds in poser or light winds, onshore, sideshore. It kind of goes across all of it.
I'm watching Windsurfing.TV. Rip it up. Back loop.
Is it back loop?
Back loop.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm pretty bad at back loops. Back loop.
I think important trick in back loops is a very common mistake to that you're looking under your arms. I reckon it's very, very important that you as well tuck in as with the floaty jump and actually look over your shoulder. And looking where you're going and looking where you're landing, because once you're like this, there's no way you're gonna properly land it.
I'm a back loop man, but don't go too high at the first because you over rotate.
From trying back loops the past 2 years, here, just try to tuck your back leg in a lot.
Back loops, I don't have them down perfectly yet, but what has helped me is to remember to keep the sail sheeted in. Once you open the sail, once you sheet out, you're gonna over rotate it. So go up, look down where you're gonna land, and once you're landing, keep it sheeted in. And then at that point, I still don't have it down yet, so.
Okay, the back loop, you want good amount of wind, but the most important is that the ramp is very steep and it throws you straight up. Pull your boom close to your ribs and make yourself really tight. And when you get as far as you can go, you look over your shoulder and just kind of one motion straight down again, and always land with your nose first because it might be really hard on your knees and your board if you land flat. So that's my tip, is just try to go up instead of forward.
Back loop, jump into the wind. Here most of the people go full down wind planing and they want to catch the wave just across the wind, and it's really important for me to go a bit more separate from the wave and go up into the wind.
In the highest position of your jump, you turn your head, then it will start your maneuver. If you start too quickly, you will go over rotate for sure, even if you are in 1 meter.
The back loops for me it was the worst maneuver, the one I always try like million times after I really can do it really well. Just look a little bit in the way you want to land and let it go with the ball, and with the ball, even the wind, it will put you to that place where you're looking at, okay? So that's it.
Split it into 3. Think of a back loop as 3 different parts. So it's 3 parts. You have takeoff, look really high and vertical. At the top, that's when you pull in and do the turn. And then the landing is when you extend all of the equipment out in front of you, get your hand really, really far back. And that's when you just dive the nose into like you're diving into the water, you dive the nose of the board in and stay back on the equipment. And that way, like a shovel, you'll just come out nice.
So there we go, kicking off with the back loop. Yeah, the back loop is one of the big 5. You know the big 5, the floaty jump, the tabletop, the forward loop, the push loop, and the back loop. The back loop probably has to be the most, has the best feeling out of all of them. Just such a cool feeling. And there's some really good tips in there. Obviously, you might notice a few of the sailors that look a bit younger than they do now. And it was filmed a few years ago when we were going to do it the first time. And we thought it was a shame to, lose the footage. So that is the first in the series from the Send It Academy. We're on Instagram, obviously YouTube. I'll put the YouTube link down there. But we want to wait till we get over 1,000 subscribers before we dedicate that channel to anything. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to Send It Academy and let us know in the comments what moves you want. Obviously, with the whole coronavirus thing, we're going to have to churn out some content and we're going to have a look through the archives. But luckily, the Windsurfing.TV archives are full of gold and we've got moves from a lot of good riders out there. I'm going to do some how-tos where a real walkthrough, so it won't just be little tips, walkthroughs, and any ideas you've got for how to learn a move. I'm going to do some motivational talking. Oh yes, just do it! do it. Did you see that video? It's going to be one like that, maybe. I don't know. But any ideas, any moves? I've had a lot of requests for a wave 360, but obviously easier moves than that, just top turns, or had a couple of requests for like carb jives and lay down jives. So anything at all that you think will be interesting, freestyle wise, anything, stick it in the comments below. Massive thanks, I've got to say, from all the support from the members. We've had a couple of new members this week, and I have to say that is pretty cool, because considering the situation, I know it's pretty tight for everyone out there, and it's definitely tight for the Windsurfing.TV crew. The funds have just disappeared. No commentary, no coaching coming up, so the members is super important at the moment, and we'd love to get over 1,000. I think at the moment we've got 650, so come on. 20 quid, 30 quid could really help boost this channel, and we can put out some real good content that you guys are going to enjoy. Click on the videos up there, subscribe to the channel, do what you got to do, and hope everyone's staying safe and distancing themselves, and especially stay away from the old relatives. Leave them on their own, please.